He gonna go up there.
Pear.
This time. Yep.
Oh.
Thank you, sir. What's wrong with you? Sit down. Okay. Are we ready to rock?
You hot? All right. Hey, yo. Welcome to another episode of the Stuck in the Middle podcast, where it's up and it's stuck every week. You already know the vibes, and you know what we do every single week, and that's going to be, before you do anything, you join the family. You become a SIN. We do +1 on all the plats over here. Subscribe. There's a button at the bottom. Hit the plus on that. Double punch.
We can never do it.
What's going on, guys?
Wait,
we're...
Do it again?
Yeah, all right.
You said
a quick double punch.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, just give me the double punch, which
All right.
allows you to get all the notifications. So when
That's
we
cool.
do something, you guys find out about it pretty quickly. But y'all know I keep the fan with me. It work. Fire, Higher Ed Fred, by the way. We're going to keep him Higher Ed Fred. Stop calling him man J Work from now on. It's
He
Higher Ed
truly
Fred.
is Higher Ed
I
Fred.
guess I got to change the username on all the plats too. Higher Ed Fred.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Stucky
Hey,
Fred.
that's big.
Whoa.
That is tough. Go
That's
ahead.
a Stucky moment
Hey,
right
man,
there.
hey, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Hey,
That's
I
big.
That'd be rough.
just want 1%. Hey,
Congratulations.
viral sensation. B. Will Cooks. Oh, my God.
I'm locked in, man. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all followed enough to know who I am.
Yeah,
Was that cocky?
He famous.
I don't give a fudge.
Okay, I'm about to say.
Yeah, see, you
half a
see?
million.
Three
Yeah.
sorries.
Hey, half a million
Remember,
followers.
three
Yeah.
sorries. Just in case.
Three sorries.
Sorry. Remember, the first episode.
I'm
talked
not,
about this.
I'm not Drake. I'm not Drake. That was
We'll
because
come
we're
back
talking
to
about Drake, duh.
Yeah, we'll
Like,
come back
come on,
to that.
y'all
Come on.
back me up with that.
Come on.
All right.
Come on. I mean, obviously, we got the resident unicorn in the building.
The resident unicorn.
Oh, wow. That was, hey, whoa.
Hold on, pause.
that
Pause.
was-
No, that was
that
terrible.
Whoa.
Was that the part where we were supposed to go, or they?
No,
No. You go.
I
Y'all
do it
go
by
on my.
myself.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
I screwed up. My bad.
yeah,
That was.
let's try again, let's
Hey,
try it back.
I
No,
wouldn't
we
even.
good. We
No,
good.
you wanna keep
Nah, redo now. Cause I really screwed up on that. I
Okay,
thought
let's
that was
try
our time. Where real talk. On
No,
some
we
real
did
stuff.
Stucky Situations is where we harmonize.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Now we're on some
the
real.
resident
Okay, we'll do
unicorn. There you
Stucky
go.
Situations on
Yeah, I'm
Harmony
sorry.
right now. Yeah,
Please,
that's
for
fine.
sure.
Yeah, my bad.
Resident unicorn is in the building. What's going on? Corey's Corner.
Yes, indeed. Corey's Corner. My name's Corey. This is my pup, Perry. And last week we started a new little segment. This week I got a new candle. Oh, this one smells good. It's called Cardigan
Ooh.
by Cardigan Candle Company. It is eucalyptus blossom. I'm assuming that this is a Taylor Swift like scent.
That's
And
what
it's
Are we about to smell
vegan.
like
Oh
Swifties?
yeah. You want
I just want to smell it real quick.
Yeah, are we going to be smelling like Swifties?
Gas
I
or
don't know.
gas or pass?
Gas or pass on the
Yes,
smell.
yeah. What's going on?
Oh,
Smells clean, doesn't it?
Does it smell like Travis Kelce's cologne?
it smells better.
Hey, yo,
I actually
yo.
like that. It's,
Hey,
it's
yo.
smooth. It
That's what I'm
smells
saying.
like
It's
it's funny. Like if you had to say anything, it's cardigan.
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
whatever that smell is. Yeah. Whoever nailed
Cardigan.
that. That's
Yeah,
right.
It smells good. I say
Let's set the
Gas.
mood with
What's
Cardigan. Shout out to Cardigan
That's right.
and Taylor Swift.
that smells good. Huh?
It does.
Well, I'm the official social cues. Matt, you can call me that too. Every week we're just a pop culture pod that tries to give hilarious takes on obviously some of the cool stuff that's happening in the world and also try to keep people unstuck from whatever stucky situations they're in. Right? That's just kind of why we're here. Again, we need you guys' participation in all of that. Thank you so much. We're in week 7, right?
Hey, episode 7.
Is this episode 7 for real?
Episode 7.
Yeah.
We got
Lucky
3,
number
what
7.
do they say, 10 to be tenured? What was it?
20.
20 to be tenured?
20. For
Okay, so we got
podcasts.
13 to go. You guys are keeping this alive. If you guys were not sending in your submissions, if you guys were not engaging and sending us the love that you're giving us and the follows, we would not be here. So as long as you guys keep showing up, we keep showing up.
We appreciate you guys.
Appreciate y'all for showing up for the family.
Subscribe. We
Yes,
need more,
punch,
baby.
Double punch. Double
Love the
punch.
Sim fan. And the cool thing is, at least for those who are here right now, when this will inevitably,
Get it right.
this will
Wow,
Stucky
boy.
University.
we'll get to something that is bigger than us because that's how we have it set up.
Mhm.
And you're going to be able to be like, oh, I was there from the beginning.
Yep.
That's right.
And we're going to reward you for that too.
Yeah, Sim
so
family.
thank y'all for already being there.
Oh yeah, Sim family. We have a lot in the works for you. Don't worry. We just everything is about strategy. Everything's about strategy.
In due time.
Speaking of strategy,
Boom, boom, boom.
I mean, I'm just What are we stuck on? I kind of, cut you off a little bit.
We got to give the Stucky recap. We got to give the Stucky recap.
But normally you pass it around, but I feel like you should start it first.
Yeah,
you know what? I'll jump it off this week. The Stucky recap. This has been one of them weeks that's just been all over the place. I've been extremely busy. I'm stuck on just the grind, and I know that I don't like that word because it's demeaning to me, but it's truthfully just where I'm at. I'm grinding right now, in a good way. We're trying to make things happen, so I'm stuck on the grind. That's what I'm stuck on.
Stuck on the grind.
Yeah, for me, I got two, and both of them really quick. The first thing I'm stuck on, don't judge me. The weather shifted and my knees, bro.
Oh yeah, that's a.
Oh yeah, them joints go crazy,
bro. I'm hurting. The weather is shifting right now, and this bad boy.
I heard fair. Now we got
bad boys dying.
See this week, you still got the kneecaps on, or the?
I ain't gonna wear my. You said kneecaps.
We call them knee brace ace.
Yeah.
Hey, if you we need to feature it on its own show. Y'all would have seen it on the last episode. Was that the copper episode?
Where Dr. Oz?
My gosh, bro. Were those prescribed?
We need a sponsor.
Yeah, give me a sponsor. Sure. Give me some new knees, bionic knees.
Yeah, man. Goodness gracious.
And then the second thing, bro. The second thing I'm stuck on, fiber internet.
Oh,
whoa!
Lord.
First of all,
two old man things. Yeah. Like, what's going on? Things are wireless.
What
are you doing?
Fiber optic, whatever. Either way it goes, the internet I currently have is atrocious.
I thought they were putting fiber in.
They're taking forever.
Oh,
they need to hurry up, bro. They've been there for like 8 weeks and they still ain't done it. I need my good internet.
First of all, talk to me afterwards. We'll check your address.
You're not. I've already checked.
We've already checked, bro. We've already checked.
You already you know better. You know I would have been. Y'all would have been my first option.
About Verizon?
Yeah.
Oh,
point.
Verizon, we love you.
No, we really do. Even though I only had one in my entire since I've been a customer since what 2008.
Mm-hmm.
I only had one poor experience. So that just lets you know that we love you, Verizon. You do a good job. I've only had one.
What about you, B. Wood Cook?
I'm stuck on Christmas.
Hey, it's giving Christmas.
If I'm living life right, I'm already ahead of the game.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm. You guys are on. Not you guys. We're Stuckies. You guys might be on Thanksgiving. I'm on Christmas. But no, seriously, I'm on Christmas right now. Not even as far as my recipes. Like we're talking about as far as like budgeting. Yeah. I'm really on New Year's. But,
honestly. But
I'm locked in on that plan that I already planned.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm just
your
locked
wish
in.
come true.
It's now something to focus that. See that Black Friday. Hey, for all the Stuckies out there, stop with Black Friday. No, keep going with Black Friday because we don't give away hacks, right?
No,
yeah. Keep with Black. Hey, Black Friday's the greatest thing of all time.
Yeah, big time.
Cyber Monday for the introverts.
Ever.
Yeah.
Cyber Monday.
I'll see y'all Monday.
Come on, I thought that was.
That was great. No.
I see y'all. I'm
saying, but y'all said Cyber Monday. That's what I thought was the thing to not give away. Y'all gave it away.
Oh, I didn't know that's what you were going.
I didn't know you were going either.
It don't matter because
it wasn't on the call sheet.
But here's the thing. The thing
wasn't
is,
on the sheet.
Black Friday is just the name now because Black Friday might as well be Cyber Friday too. People ain't really.
Don't forget there's Brown Thursday now.
Brown Thursday.
Oh my! Oh, they got Brown Thursday.
It's a real deal.
It's a real deal.
Did they have Caucasian Thursday?
Whoa!
But no.
No, I'm just asking. Brown. I mean, I thought that was the thing.
No,
but
I think with the just saying the color.
Why do I want to say white? Because white. I thought white was more harsh.
But it's just white is just the absence.
Do you think Black Friday is referring to black people?
Wow.
Bro, wow.
We just let's get him unstuck.
Let's get him
unstuck with a history lesson, please.
No, I need to get unstuck immediately.
Yeah. Listen, these are just colors or lack thereof in this
situation. Guys, Stuckies, it was a joke. Like, you guys.
Clearly he knows. Clearly he knows, right?
I say white every episode.
Come on.
Anyway.
Man, let me tell you something real quick. This is breaking news. Reporting live. I got unstuck this week, baby.
Let's do it.
I got unstuck. All I got to say is I'm going from Dallas to Fort Worth.
Hey, turn up. Let go.
The bomb drop.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going from Dallas to Fort Worth.
Wait,
I got unstuck.
Wait, I said ribbit, but that's not.
I mean, frog.
But horn, do they?
Don't give out my information.
Yeah, I'm about to say, can he drop it?
You see how he doing? You see how he,
all you have to do is.
No, we see how he did that. That's getting edited out.
That's
all I'm
right.
saying is I'm going from Dallas to Fort Worth, and this has been months in the making.
Yeah.
So, hey, God is good. God is real, and I got unstuck this week, so I'm lit about it.
Right on. Yeah, bro.
He kind of said, like, God is good. God is real. You know.
I'm about to say, what we doing? We saying grace?
Well,
for our food.
Well, Jeremy, I mean, we gotta get unstuck
It's your
we
time.
gotta get people unstuck like Corey was unstuck. This week.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean,
Let's dive into
I'm
it.
interested to see because I didn't even look this week.
What's up?
I need the intro.
Oh my gosh! Hold on.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let's do it.
Let me get it
Is
right real
this
quick.
where we do our thing?
Me. Stucky situation.
Yeah,
It's all
okay,
good.
listen, I know. I see you.
Hey,
bro.
it's I've had a long week.
I feel
Salt
you,
going
bro.
down the throat.
He said he gonna hit that tenor note real good.
I can't even do that. Hold on, let me get it.
Where the baritone at?
I was
None of us have that.
Okay, I can still hit that, so we're good.
All right, so here we go with our Stucky situation this week.
Let's do it.
All right, this is anonymous.
Yes.
Yes. All right, anonymous submission. I'm a married woman. I have 3 kids. My oldest 2 sons were adopted by my now husband. After their biological father volunteered to sign over all parental rights, I should say. Do you think that this is in the children's best interest to have no contact with their birth dad's entire family or just the birth dad? I've had no contact with the whole birth dad's family since the court date. However, some of the boys' biological family's members / siblings go to the same school as them. What do I do?
This is a real Stucky situation.
Yeah.
Not to say all of the other ones weren't, because they are.
Mm-hmm.
But this one for sure.
So,
And for a little bit of context for anybody who does not know, just to throw this out there,
I was about to
of
say.
where we may even be somewhat of an expert witness. I'm one of 11, so we have a big family, and our family is blended through adoption.
Bro, 1 to 12, bro. We got to add your boy.
Yeah,
He done been in the game too
I'm
long.
about to say, I say that all the time. You know what I'm saying? He really cuz bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro cuz.
But on some
Broke
real,
that.
but on some real, yeah. I mean, yeah.
So yeah.
They know. They know.
So then technically it's through 2 adoptions.
Real talk.
So I don't know why that came up, but here we go. All right, so we're back on the Stucky situation. What do I do? Who wants to start? Who want to go? I have thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first thing is I'm a married woman. I'm assuming that means that she's married now.
Yeah.
And the birth father is obviously different. But my first thing is like, you know, your first thought should be what is going to be in the best interest of the kids, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So that's automatically my first thought. My second thought is where is the harm? Have you thought of the harm first? You know, like what is in the best interest of the kids? Okay, you've thought that first. Is there any harm of them interacting with their siblings or the other family members? And does which I believe is going to be the bigger fear in the background, does interacting with those family members mean birth dad is going to be involved as well? I think that's what is going to lead to the bigger fear, right? Because at the end of the day, birth dad went no contact, but if birth dad still is interacting with his family members, and then those family members are interacting with her kids,
It's the same thing.
yeah, you're gonna blend either way.
Right.
But that's just the thought, right?
Right.
Is birth dad no contact with his family too? Oh no, I think they said he is, right?
No, maybe.
No.
No, they're just
I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, so those are all like in my head. If I'm the parent, I'm just like, okay, how am I going to make sure one thing is the birth dad is still going to be a no show, or number 2, how can I still get the my kids to see their siblings as well and not potentially negatively impact their lives?
Right.
I mean, those are the questions you need to ask yourself. In my opinion, you know, have a plan. And at the end of the day, you need to be prepared for a potential fallout. If there is, you know, like prepare for the negative.
I mean, what can be worse
positive.
because he already signed it over?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, also,
you don't even care what fallout.
Oh, I
happens
mean,
with
yeah,
it.
but you can. What could
You
be
already went
worse?
through something
Maybe she's
just-
talking about the fallout between like the kids.
Yes, yes. Because
Well,
what could
yeah.
be worse is, yes, he signed the parental rights over, but once the kids, let's say the kids are like, I love my birth father and I want to go live with him and blah, blah, blah. That's going to cause mad tension.
But that's what I'm saying. That's a fallout because they're asking. She said that they're asking. So they're already in the realm of fallout.
Not only that, like, there's a couple questions that we need to ask to get more clarity. Like, how old are the kids? Like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Now
Oh, that's another one.
they're young.
I'm going to assume they're young.
Yes.
Okay, let's assume that these are young children. So let me just back up a little bit because there's a lot to unpack here. The 2 sons were adopted by my now husband. So they were adopted previous to them getting married.
No.
She's
I
just
think
saying-
that like basically it's like okay.
So she had a kid so she had 3 kids with
The dude
that
signed
birth
them
dad,
over.
right?
Or
no,
maybe she had 2 kids
Yeah.
with the birth dad. Now she's married. She has another kid with her now husband. So
and now the
they're-
paperwork's been signed over, and the
Right.
other
The
two
new
kids
guy
have
just
been
adopted the kids that the dad signed over the documents on.
Okay, I didn't understand I couldn't follow that. So
the technicalities of it. So if you were to
Future
marry
and Russell Wilson.
yes,
Okay,
Yeah,
cool. No, I'm just making it
Yes.
really simple.
Great
Yes.
freaking
Yeah,
call.
yeah. Future
Great
Russell
call.
Wilson. Okay,
Great call.
this makes it Stucky when you talking like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
This is
And
stuff.
she's Sierra.
Nah.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, she would be
yes,
Sierra
in the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do you do? I mean, I don't know. This is a toughie for me. I think early on you want to be in protective mode, right?
Of
Especially
course.
depending on the age range. I know. So this is what I believe.
This coming from dad right here.
I'm a father. I got
Yes.
2 kids. You know, I try to wrap my head around a lot of things when it comes to guiding my children, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, whatever. So one of the things I'll model in that moment is to say, I got to protect them from a certain age. To me, 0 to 5 is where you're kind of you're disciplining these children, right? You're just showing them, hey, this is discipline. This is what it looks like to show up for yourself every day. They're not going to be put 2 and 2 together right now, but they'll have the discipline at some point.
You're building a foundation.
Yeah, just giving that little rock. That 5 to 10, okay, we're in training mode. Like we took the discipline. Now let me show you what you do with that discipline. That 10 to 15, coaching. I've shown you what to do with that discipline. Let me follow it, and then past that, you're just like, all right, you got it. I can just be your support system, whatever you need, right? So that's why I say it's important to know the age right now, because like it depends on where they're at. If they're in that younger bracket, you got to protect. You got to hold that. They're gonna come asking questions. At that point, you got to be honest. And I think personally, when they come asking them questions, you'll do a lot more damage lying than you will
Yeah,
telling
I
the
will
truth.
agree with that statement.
You know what I
Definitely
mean?
don't lie when the
You just
question
gotta
is asked.
let me just be clear. It's not gonna be easy. You're gonna have to have a really rough convo. It's gonna be unnerving. It's gonna be
A
tension.
a ton of questions.
For you and him.
For whatever.
For both.
Just understand that it's not gonna be pretty. It's like you gotta go into it knowing it's going. Both of y'all gonna come out there with some as long as it doesn't turn to resentment, there's probably gonna be some great areas and some question marks, and so you have to understand all that. So that to me, it's important to just be ready for the time when they ask questions to be honest, but protect right now if they're young. That's my thing, which means do what you got to do. You don't want to lie to them, but you want to naturally let them come into that space. You don't want to like force it down their throat. They're not ready for it. What's the point of muddy in the waters right now? They don't have their frontal lobe is not even put all together yet. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, what's the point of muddy in the waters right now? Let's just be in protect mode. And when their frontal lobe starts coring up, they start asking those questions. Okay, and then let's talk about it. But that's my 2 cents on it. I don't know enough, but from what I'm looking at, that's what I would say.
You got Mr. Black and White.
You're to me, I feel like you're almost taking it as a young, almost like they're young.
That's right.
I'm gonna take it since court date. They had kids. Maybe some time has passed, so I'll give them like 4 or 5 years old, 6 years old. I'm gonna say sometimes we make decisions like I believe in God, so we make decisions like we're a higher power or we're God.
That's right.
You can't control a situation. Like you could think, which I believe is anxiety. You have anxiety about a situation,
That's real.
and now you're like, what can I do to figure out this anxiety? Do I keep them away from the parents, or what do I do? Like, I'm just saying, like, what if you do take them? It was a great time. What if you?
Yeah, if you assess the damage and you can tell it's not going to cause a lot of damage, that's one thing. But
I'm saying, don't
Yeah.
let anxiety of you control. Don't let your anxiety control everything for somebody else. If you truly love somebody else, then you have to truly factor in their feelings.
that's right.
If they want to see their dad, let them see their dad.
Yeah.
Now, if he makes a bad decision, then because remember, we'll just say he got 3 strikes. His first strikes he signed over the docs, whatever that may be. Whatever that may be, we'll just say that's the first strike. Give him a second. Give him a third.
Grace.
Yeah, get some
Give him grace. So for me, if I'm black and white, I'm saying just let it be. I mean, you have to there's a simple saying when they say let go and let God.
That's right.
There's some things you cannot control. You can't let anxiety be your excuse.
That's real.
You know what I mean?
No, that's real.
So
Now, in other words, just let them. Tell them the truth. Like I said, when the things fly, you got to tell them the truth and let.
And remember, this is just me. I'm just saying, anxiety's real for people.
Oh yeah,
You start making up excuses. You'll start to just build stuff that's not real.
That's real. That's
Seriously,
real.
because if you're creating this thing in your mind saying this could happen, that could not happen.
That's also
Yep.
right.
What?
That's
So
right.
you got to respect that side.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I'm saying. It's just being aware, your territory, just being aware. Control what you can control. What you can control is yourself. You have a car, you got gas, you got food, you have whatever it takes to get them there.
That's right.
After that, you got to let go and let God. You got to charge it to the game.
That's right.
And that's just what growing up. When I keep saying take L's, that's going to be my every episode. Take L's.
Yeah, try it. You gotta
Learn
try
how
it.
to take
Yeah,
a
just
L
learn how to
and
take
move
L's
on.
and just move on. I mean, there's nothing else you can do. Take L's, and you know, it might be triggering for some people, but that's what life is. If you ain't getting triggered, you ain't living life,
That's real.
and that's just reality of life. I mean, how do you contain? You know what I mean?
How do you
So,
contain?
That's
How do
good
we
wisdom.
contain?
I'm just gonna sit back and say there's been a lot of wisdom that's already been spoken, and I don't have much to add beyond if you are a believer. First thing you need to do is take it up with God, talk to the man, and if you need help with that, you can reach out to me for sure. But I agree wholeheartedly with almost every perspective that's already been spoken, particularly from a human development stage. If they're younger, the development's not there. But the only thing that I could add is that you can also play a role in how they see their other family.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So I would implore you to never speak negative of him and their family.
Yeah.
You don't have to lie and just be
No,
like
tell the
everything's
truth
rosy.
when
You can tell the
asked.
truth.
Yeah, but you don't gotta bash them.
You don't have to bash them. You can also be like, hey, you know, he really thought that the best decision was for you to be with me.
That's
And
smart.
so I don't fault him for that. I get more time with you and I love that.
Yeah.
You know, and he thought that was the same thing at the time, whatever it may be. But on the other hand, I think where some people get it wrong is that they hide from their children, they lie to their children, and what they don't know is that they're building resentment in their children. You hit about 40, 45, and they figure out that they love their father or their mother that they didn't get to see or meet or know, and then now they hate you.
Yeah.
You
So
created all that.
That all started when they was 3, 2, 4, 6. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So open, honesty, protection, of course, as the dad said. So what
Oh
everybody
yeah,
else
because
said.
I mean we can do all that talking, bro. But
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
we can do all that capping, but I'm gonna be 100,000 with y'all right now.
When it comes to protecting, you're gonna protect.
I don't care what's happening.
Yeah.
I don't care what the scenario was prior to none of that. If it get to a point where my son is uncomfortable, it's a no.
Right.
As simple as that.
But there's different things you can do. You could, if she's married, they could have little dates where he's there with the.
Oh yeah,
'Cause that's your
I can
protection
make
at that
it.
moment.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
is
those
your
are those
authority.
those
He-
those
your
judgment
protection.
calls. You know, I think I can make those, but most of the time,
Yeah.
that little boy don't know what he talking about. He think he know what he talking about. He don't know
Yeah,
what he
yeah.
talking
I
about.
want to see my dad.
But I mean,
everybody
she was
everybody
more,
does.
Now the layer in this that's a little bit wild is that, you know, I think they go to the school with their siblings.
Right,
That's
right.
That's the part we haven't addressed really.
That's what I'm
Whoa,
saying. So
that's a
at
call.
some
That's a good
point,
call. That's a good call.
particularly if the siblings are maybe even older,
That's a good call.
if they know, they're gonna find out from them, like, hey, do you know we're actually related?
Because
type
then,
thing, you know?
think about the two different parenting groups.
Yeah.
Like, because maybe that side is being a little bit more
That's
truthful,
kind of like
open,
that.
and honest.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
like that Kurt Franklin. That's kind of what happened
Same
with Kurt
thing.
Franklin.
Yeah.
That Kurt
Same
Franklin
thing.
doc, which is a great doc, by the
Great
way.
documentary. Go watch that, by the way. Yeah. And
So-
I mean, people don't want to talk about the dark side of the other coin, which is, yes, you want to be honest and say stuff like he thought he was making a good choice, but then the kid might say something like, "Well, is he still working hard to come get me?" Or
And I think you have to be honest about that too.
that's what I mean.
The honest
That's
answer
what
to
I
that
mean.
would be,
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
if I'm honest, I don't know. And
I don't know.
if it doesn't happen, I'm here to support you
but
regardless.
all of that also doesn't mean that he doesn't love you.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's
You
what I'm
have to
saying.
have
That's what I
those
mean by
combos.
that positive
Mm-hmm.
aspect of it, right? Of being like, hey, things between him and I maybe didn't work out, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't love you. He doesn't necessarily text me that he wants to see you, but it doesn't mean he doesn't love you.
Yeah.
He
Or
did
that
all of
doesn't
these
wanna
things.
see
Yeah. He might even hear something that people wrestle with. And I say this all the time. Especially I've talked to, I've had clients before who come from a broken home, and a lot of their questions are, why did my parent give me up? What? And I said, the other side of this that a lot of people don't see is that they loved you enough to actually give you away.
That's big.
Because they knew that keeping you
It was horrible.
Was horrible.
was bad for you.
That's a good call.
And it's hard for people who have been, quote unquote, given up to see that.
Yeah.
That somebody knew themselves enough to know that if I kept you, I'm going to wreck your life. And you had a better chance and a better opportunity to be with this other person who was more responsible, who was ready to raise you and take responsibility for that.
That's a good
when
call.
I wasn't. So of course people will you still judge that,
Oh, sure.
but that's still an aspect of love.
Yeah. That's a good call. That's an Omaha call right there. Omaha.
Omaha.
I hope that unstuck you right there, by the way.
Yeah, I'm about to say you just don't want to be stuck and stupid.
That's the one you don't want to
You
be.
definitely don't want to be stuck and stupid.
Can somebody recite it this week? Stuck and stupid
You
is a
got them
segment
all, bro. I
where
did it last week.
Person, place, or thing
Might be found in
finds
a
himself in a stuck and stupid situation.
Stupid situation.
stuck and stupid. You know what I'm doing?
Andre 3000 flute.
Oh,
Come
my
on.
God.
Okay.
That's a flute album.
Let's go 3 stacks.
3 stacky.
What a transition.
Yeah, come on. Hey, please clip that. 'Cause that was awesome. All right, no, but seriously, Andre 3000 was seen on a wash machine playing a flute.
That was a fire ad, though. I'm not gonna lie.
It was,
that was.
bro,
a fire
the
ad.
spin
Yes.
until the top was
Yeah, that was
crazy.
And then the loop that they used for the flute was
That was
fire
tough.
too.
That was
I
tough.
can't. Okay. All right. Let's get back on topic. But that was crazy. Please go watch the video. Do not shoot. Well, I'm giving my answer. Anyway, Andre 3000, he's coming out with a flute album.
It's so funny to say. It's so funny to say out loud.
A side story. I sent a thing to Matt. It was a video of the drumline director.
God, the drumline director just
okay.
sitting there listening to it.
Okay.
Oh,
he's
man.
like this.
Okay. But anyway, so as a fan, I'm a fan of Andre 3000. I think most of us
Yeah,
are
we
fans
all
of Andre
love
3000.
Of course.
As a consumer, as a fan, as someone that really loves him, he comes out with a flute album.
Uh-huh.
So my question is it stuck and stupid to think as a fan that it's like he's done for coming out with this flute album? Like, hey, like, we want to hear you rap, bro. Like, you're only entitled to this lane. You better do this one thing because that's what I want to hear. The flute BS it over somewhere else.
Yeah, I think
Is that stuck and stupid that he's doing this
So
right
the
now?
fan is stuck and stupid, or
Yeah.
No.
Andre
It's
3000?
no. But well, really, that's a good question. As a fan, are we stuck and stupid for putting him in that
box.
box?
Yes.
Yeah, of course we
Absolutely.
Really, actually, twofold. I want to ask y'all two for Andre 3000 and the fan, and just we can make it quick or whatever.
Yeah, I'm
we
gonna
wanna do.
say is stuck on stupid to think that he can't do what he's doing right now, because from the beginning he's been different.
And he's a musician.
elevated. Yeah,
That's a good
and
call.
He's
That's
elevated
a good
every
call.
single time. And to Jeremy's point, he actually plays instruments.
Yeah, he's an artist. He's a real
So-
artist.
So it's like, so I mean, it's not weird for him to experiment with an album about playing instruments. No, that's stuck on stupid to believe that he can't do that. Now, I think what people are concerned about is that, it's been a long time since we've had an Andre.
he's 48.
I mean, he
collection.
gave us a incredible verse a couple years ago.
He's 48.
No, forget the verse. We're talking about a collection of music from him.
He's 48.
It's been a long. Yeah,
I just want to make sure
Mr.
y'all
Yo,
know.
keep getting there. We're almost. He's almost 50.
Keep throwing this all this. No, yeah,
Yeah, he's almost 50.
Yeah, I just wanna
he's
throw that
almost
out
50.
there.
Just putting that out there. But yeah, I mean, regardless, I think people are just saying we haven't heard from him in a long time. I'd like to hear him rap. But again, who cares? The boy can play the flute. If it's good, I'm gonna jam it. Hey, but what we should do is gas or pass it.
No, here's why I say
That's a good
Here's
call.
why I say okay.
It's gas
It
automatically.
will be amongst the black community who does not, and when I say black community, obviously I'm not speaking about black people as a monolith. There's plenty of black people who listen to other genres of music, okay?
Right.
Goodness gracious. But I'm talking about the hip hop fans who love Andre 3 Stacks. They not listening to classical music. They're not listening to jazz. They're not listening to other types of contemporary music. They're not listening to instrumentation. The thing is, a lot of people are not going to know how to listen and to enjoy this music.
Good call.
Agreed.
For me, I listen to this type of music all the time. I'm about to pick apart this music and be like, oh, this is a great album, or I enjoyed it, maybe I didn't enjoy it, this is whatever. He talked about how some of the things were, and as a music producer myself, he talked about how some of the songs are simply just like patches that he ran through that he's trying out. Imagine
Yeah, he
putting
did
that
say
out.
that, yeah.
To have the bravery to be able to say, basically, I'm just gonna go in the gym, try something, and I'm gonna put it on there.
Yeah.
If you like it, you like. That's
Right.
that's artistry.
That's right.
That's what it should be.
Yeah.
That's where some of the best songs and music come from, which is I'm gonna try something so different and outside of what I may normally do or people normally know me as,
That's right.
and it hits crazy as far as artistry wise. And imagine this. He does this album. So if you're a fan and you're like, I don't want this, this is what you just did for his artistry, or what he just did for his own artistry. He has mastered rap. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
he goes and does this, finds a new love for instrumentation and arrangement. Do you not think he's going to be able to pour that back into his even style of writing and his raps?
Compose some stuff.
Exactly. So 100%. Even what we're going to get better, what we're going to get next time as far as rap and hip hop is going to be better because he did this.
And pay attention to the social cues.
Oh, name drop.
Pay attention to the cues he gives us. Like in the interview, he said, I would think it's a disservice to offer you all rap right now because that's just not where my life is.
At 48.
Exactly. So yeah, he's 48. But also,
when did he stop? What age did he stop?
I don't even remember at this point. Yeah, probably.
It's got to be like 20 years now.
I don't know.
Yeah, he said he was like 20. He's been out the game for like 20 plus years, 25 years or something like that. He's 48.
No, but here's what Corey's point. Corey's point was he's going to get a new thing to tap into. So now he's going to open up a new avenue so he can. Who knows how long that goes of this type of music he's going to make. It could be a week, could be a month, could be 10 years of this type of music. But more importantly, people, for those who don't know, again, just so we can kind of iron out here, there's a lot of people that have not watched him for 20 years. And by that, we mean like seen him do anything.
Yeah.
We live out here in Dallas, right? So like we knew that he lived here for a little bit. And when he was out in the street, he was playing flutes.
Playing the flute. So we see him randomly online just,
he's been doing
Japan
this.
And he's playing the flute.
Yeah, so we think, so a lot of people in the community will be like, oh, this is weird, this is new. And it's like, I mean, he's
been in the game for a while.
Right.
Yeah,
he's been out there doing that for a minute. So yeah, I'm interested to see. I think it is stuck on stupid to think he can't tap into something else.
I think ultimately what we have to, or I guess what fans need to also realize is he is a grown man. Yeah. And if he wants to play the flute for an album and he's got the money to put that out there, he can do it.
Don't play around with black and white. You either gonna be black and white or you gonna choose a side.
Because
choose a side, my boy.
There ain't no side. That's just it is what it is.
Yeah, like, I know. Choose a side, my boy. You either black and white all the time.
The side I pick is it is what it is.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, like he will know if it's a flop or not, right?
100%.
And it's going to hit his pockets, and he'd be like, you know what? I'm not for that. It is what it is. Yeah. He will always get some kind of music out of it, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And I like you said, I'm extremely excited to see the compositions he makes after this, right? Like that just might reawaken the beast. That's all it could be, you know? Because at the end of the day, his talent is timeless / ageless. You know what I'm saying? Like he can still, I feel like he could be 70 and still spit something fire later on in life, you know? Yeah. You know, because it's just the life experience that he has.
Now, I don't want to throw a wrench in the subject, but this is kind of off topic, but it's on topic. It's still Andre 3 Stacks. Okay, most people know Andre 3 Stacks, right? What they say his best verse is, or their favorite verse is.
Come on, bro.
So I typed the text to it, right?
Girl I used to,
my opinion, though, Big Boy had the best verse on that record.
Okay, now see,
Big Boy had the best verse on that record.
You remember how in a couple episodes ago you had stopped for like a technical difficulties? This is one of the moments.
No, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit, bro. I think
Pimp had the biggest verse. That's why I say
there's a lot of times Big Boy got hit up.
I think it's Big Boy.
There's a lot of
Pimp.
No, I think it's
Pimp. No, we're only giving Pimp because of theatrics and the props on the verse. That's it.
No,
it's not.
He snapped the whole
But no, his bars. But come on.
But that's why I said
there was lyrical giants on there, bro.
Bro, y'all tripping. Pimp went crazy.
Big Pimp's on the lyrics, bro.
Yo, bitch, I choosy, never without a rub.
I'm talking, but that's theatrics. We like the theatrics. We like the theatrics.
Money on the dresser, drive a compressor, top notch.
Come on, get the most, not the what was I thinking? I was thinking correct. I know what I said. I know what I said. Don't get me.
I'm with you.
But we're talking about bars.
Yeah, bars.
He was not the best on it.
No,
I mean, he did rap out an email.
No, to your point. Because if that was the case, a type of text to a girl I used to see is the greatest.
That's what I'm saying. He did an email.
No. It was. I'm not saying that. Okay, that song, everybody was an A+, right?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Right? That song, everybody was A+. Yeah. I'm saying if I had to choose who had the best verse, it was Big Boy to me.
That's cool.
You're talking about lyrically or the whole verse overall?
Lyrically, arrangement, style.
Thank you.
All of that.
And
arrangement, that's crazy.
No,
Arrangement.
No. Look at this. Stop. Make no protection on who I choose to be with. Girl, don't touch.
But no. Pause. That was all influenced because Andre 3 Stacks and Pimp C was on that track.
Thank you.
So he heard that and was like, "Oh shit, let me hip hop on this."
Do you not listen to Big Boy?
Yeah,
Pause. Big boy.
Big
Don't
Boy-
ever- I'm not doing
Big
you at
Boy
all, Big
flow
boy.
like that
I
all the
love
time.
you.
Yeah,
And, hey,
listen.
do you see him with his grandson? I know I'm switching topic, but his
Yeah,
grandson.
yeah.
I love
He
that, bro.
fine.
Big boy, you.
Yeah,
This
he
is
always
no
be
knock on
cooking
you.
on the lobster tails.
Because
and
he
stuff. Go crazy.
used to cook 3 stacks. I believe he used to cook them all the time until speaker box.
Hey,
until we figured out the real back.
Hey, little known fact, Savannah Boy.
Hey, no, I'm telling
Big
you,
Boy, Savannah Boy.
Big Boy is slept on in the Outcast
That's
world.
a good talk. That's a
yeah,
good talk.
but
It's a whole
anyway,
episode.
But quickly on mine, I'm gonna say for I think Stuck Yeah for Andre 3 Stacks. Like Stuck Yeah, do your thing.
Whoa.
Like,
Oh yeah, stuck yeah, for sure.
is that? Have we introduced that?
yeah, I thought we did Stuck Yeah already. It means FUC. I said it means.
Oh yeah,
we did.
Wow,
Yeah,
you think I
okay.
was sneaking?
If you
Come
see Gamey,
on.
If you see Gamey, remember?
Stuck
No,
in.
but no.
Yeah, he said-
But on the black and white.
America.
No, seriously, because
Yeah.
come on. No, but no, seriously, no. He did say my thing. That's why I was like, oh, so you're black and white now? Because he stole my stuff. No, Stuck Here for Andre 3 Stacks, 100%.
Yeah.
But for me as a fan, I've said this. I'm not frauding for what I've said. My biggest argument with Kendrick and J. Cole against Drake,
That's
I know
real.
this is different, is because the time it takes them to make a hit. That's it, or not even a hit
A song.
to get influenced by anything.
That's right.
Dude, 20 years, bro. As a fan, I need at least 2 albums. Where's my boy? Now, that's just me being ridiculous, and I get it. But
Yeah.
but there,
I'm on the
no,
other
seriously,
side of that.
no, but seriously, there's a side. Y'all say y'all want the artistic side. There's a whole other side, which is just for
Business.
Drake. People want lyrical Drake. There's R&B Drake, and there's another techno Drake or house music Drake.
Ain't
It's the
did it.
same as me. He's broken up into different sides, and I believe is my style. I don't think this is real. I believe that there's more people that want to hear lyrics from him on an album
Of course.
than they do that. And I believe in 20 years.
Well, that's because nobody's ever heard him do anything else.
Well, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying in 20 years, I believe as an influencer, as a content creator, as somebody that has the ability to grab an audience, I believe you have a duty. And that's it. No, and that's all I'm saying. I don't think that everybody has to move the correct way,
That's
but
right.
I believe there's a duty. I give you a perfect example, quick. Jamie Foxx. I believe Jamie Foxx, he said that he took that little time away. Great, do your thing. But we were fans really worried. There's real fans that actually really are like.
Oh, I disagree.
No, I'm with
Go ahead.
you, and I respect the disagree. I'm just saying, like, there's fans out there that's really worried. I know, do your thing, do whatever. But when they hear certain stuff, it's like, bro, like that's what you waited for. It's like, bro, we're your fans. You can't do a little simple. You can't do a simple 5-second this, but then we could do a 5-second this.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So if you have something to compare it with, it's just a good argument. I'm not saying we're right. It's just a good argument to say, like, I think it's Stuck is stupid as a fan. But for Andre 3 Stacks, whoa. Stuck, yeah. Like, hey, Andre 3 Stacks, Stuck, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like I'm 50-50 with it. So whatever y'all say, I will agree. Don't ever get it twisted. And I'll argue the stuff if it needs to be argued. But I really believe, like, come on, bro, 20 years, we can't get an album's worth of music?
Yeah.
You have a duty, bro. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I think when you hit a certain, particularly if you hit a certain level, you've given the world what they needed.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else is a plus. What they say? Man, I forgot what he said on the Drake record when he was talking on that too much or not too much. But anyway, I think if you're getting into it right, like most people, at least back then, they loved hip hop, they loved music, and they got into it. Of course, they got into it to make money at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But they was in their basements just rocking with their homies and they fam, and they had a love for the game. Hold on, listen.
Yeah.
No,
Follow me.
I'm listening. I won't cut you off.
They had a love for the game. And at some point, somebody said, y'all are so talented, you can make a living off of this too.
Mm-hmm.
And they poured their life into that, and they gave us the best that they could have given us. They gave us classics, they gave us platinums, they gave us hits, they gave us the hey yas, you know what I'm saying, of the world.
Big record.
We have to be able as fans to also be like, we have to appreciate people now and take what we get from them instead of always expecting that they're always going to be here and be able to give me that. If we take the mindset of you owe me something, it's hard for me to appreciate what's coming now because I'm expecting you to still give me more.
Mm-hmm. This is almost like, not to compare the two, but yes, comparing the two. Almost like Jim Carrey, whenever he like claiming he's retiring or whatnot, and he comes back and does the Sonic movies or whatever, and everyone's like, "Oh, he could be so much better. He can do all this. He could do all that." And Jim's like,
I'm doing what I want to do.
good.
Yeah.
I'm done. Like this
I-
is for
I got
me.
what
This
I
ain't for
wanted.
y'all.
Yeah.
Like this is
Man,
I do what I
And
want
I
to do.
gave y'all the mask.
Yeah,
And I gave y'all the
Yeah.
lighter.
He
And
said,
I
I
gave
did
y'all.
all.
I feel it.
I'm good. My career is like I
If
completed
your
what I
career
wanted.
is set, right?
Yeah,
He
That's
ain't,
what I'm
he
saying.
ain't even torn.
but he don't have to.
Andre, but he don't have to.
Oh my God. I mean, I'm sorry, bro. I would like, as a fan that like concerts, you can't even tour me for 20 years?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Or an album for 20 years?
There's a humanitarian
years?
side of this where we talk about like, look, I have control of myself and control of what I want to do, and I'm giving what I feel is the value of what my work is to you as a consumer. But then there's a side of me that's like, also, at the end of the day, boys cut checks for you to do that.
Who?
What you mean? Like if you bring me the music doesn't just come out of your mouth, go onto a record, and then there's money in your pocket. People paid that money for you to have a career. You see what I'm saying?
No. I agree with that. I'm
Yeah.
saying the career's already had. We don't. This is
Well, no. So
Let me liken it to
Jeremy,
this.
Yeah, to Jeremy's point though. Well, then if you want to take my money and invest it somewhere else, Kobe, step away from the basketball. I'm not going back to basketball. I'm not gonna go on no basketball tours. I'm gonna go start a company about
He showed
making
up the game.
movies. I mean, I'll even spend money to come to the game. Like I don't even want y'all to give me money. I'm gonna go to the courtside and spend money on courtside because I don't want no attachments to. If I gave y'all all of me, y'all got it. I'm gonna go over here and make these movies. I'm okay with that. I gave you all of me, but I'm gonna make a movie. Wait a minute. I thought you were. Wait, no. So did you give me all of you or not? Like if you give me more.
So he's not allowed
No,
to
no.
make music
You
anymore?
can't. No, you can make.
No,
He's saying
he
like,
can. I'm just saying as a fan, like I'm just
I
trying
can
to.
see the
I
fan
just want
side.
to see the other
Right,
side.
That's what I'm
no.
saying.
I want to
what I'm
explore
saying.
the other
I
side.
understand how fans get there,
Yeah.
but I also think the stuck and stupid part of that is just expecting. We don't do that for anybody else. We don't. If I ran any other business. If I ran a cookie shop in a brick and mortar for 10 years and it was gas, and it blew up, and I was done making cookies or whatever, and you don't expect me to tour for 20 years. You don't expect me to come out and make another cookie every.
But that's a
5
different
years.
expectation
No,
for
no,
that
right,
realm.
That's
That's
what I'm
not
saying.
different expectations and everything else.
No,
My
I
point
agree
is,
with you. I'm saying
it's
the
still,
same thing.
Yeah, for sure. It's still, we go back and we say, oh man, we missed that cookie. Oh man, we missed that Andre 3000. Oh yeah, whatever. Part of becoming a legend is letting go of the other stuff. It's hard for me to become a legend if I give you too much.
The
No,
Beatles are bigger than him, and they're still torn. Jay-Z's
Okay.
bigger than him, and he just did a concert.
No, but that's because
Like,
they're.
I'm just
what
trying
I'm
to figure
saying.
out how.
And
Why?
I think what you're getting is that you're.
I'm just talking about
actually-
he's not seen at all. We don't see him at all.
No, but listen.
I'm
Right,
just
but
saying at all.
that adds to, but that was his brand in general. And that
Whoa,
adds,
his brand was being out there. His
No,
brand
no,
was
no,
out
no.
there.
Yeah,
his
they were-
brand, I'm talking
He
about
was
his
doing. This boy
mystique.
was doing movies.
But we're talking about his mystique, though, right? We're talking about his mystique of who is Andre 3000.
No.
Every time he showed up, even on stage, he was always wearing weird outfits. He was doing weird
That
things.
means you
right?
want attention.
No. That
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily. That means you're expressing yourself. So
Well,
whether you
I
be-
know that, but you don't just express yourself not knowing what that boy's
Especially if
just
you're going on
smart, bro.
stage.
Come
Yeah, no.
on, bro.
But you're agreeing with me. You don't even realize it. You're saying that cookie guy, he's gonna go away and not make another cookie. We want that old cookie back, right? But we respect him if the cookie guy took the money that he made from cookies from us, by the way, because we have to buy the cookie.
right,
Had to buy.
you had to buy the cookie.
No, listen,
but
listen.
you consumed the cookie.
Listen, hold on.
So
a
you
second.
got your trade.
Hold on a second.
I see the-
Hold
I
on
mean,
a
I see
second.
it.
Hold on a second. I'm not done. And he went to go do something else outside of cookie making world. I'm okay with the cookie I used to have. If you're gonna stay in the same realm making cookies, you come back making music. I'm like, bro. Then if you're gonna,
What do you mean you stay in the same road making cookies?
Music is music. He's
okay,
playing
he
music.
left
He's just
making
rap.
music
He's
20
doing rap
years ago,
instead
he
of.
comes back
No,
making
he's just playing
music.
Right,
instruments.
but I'm saying basically in the cookie scenario, I made the best chocolate chip, and now I'm coming back making a lemon meringue or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Then I'll say,
yeah, that's
bro.
what- yeah, that's what we're saying.
You're saying like,
yeah,
give me the
I'll-
chocolate chip.
That's what you're
That's
saying.
no,
yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. At some point, I'll say,
right.
bro, give me one chocolate chip cookie, bro.
And I need for sure.
No, and he has with the features.
For sure, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to tell you, if I found a new love in my life, meaning
Mm-hmm.
it was a 1-for-1 exchange, whether you paid for it or not or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I gave you my music, you gave me your money, that exchange has been done.
That's right.
I have found a new avenue in my life that I love, which is this new lemon cookie. Please try my lemon drop. You coming to ask me for a chocolate chip, to me, is low-key disrespectful.
You know why? You know why I spoke the way I spoke? Because in the interview, he was saying like the authenticity, like at 48, like what could he really rap about? I get
That's
it.
right.
You got an 8-minute verse on Old Boys.
For Jay-Z?
No, he has an 8-minute verse for Killer Mike.
Oh, yeah,
They
went
say
crazy.
they just
Went
dropped.
crazy.
Charlemagne just dropped it today.
Went
He has an
crazy.
8-minute verse with Killer Mike. So you're saying in 20 years, that's a lot of days, my boy. And I'm not saying everybody's the same.
I'm agreeing with you. That's
I'm
all
just
I'm
saying that you can't pull out 16 days out of 20 years to put something for your fans. That all I'm saying. You don't have to. I'm just saying, like,
No, I'm
how do
saying
you got an 8-minute verse is how many songs, bro? 4. Pause. That's 4. You already came out with 3, not knowing how many records you got with Kanye that we just don't know about. So let's just be honest. I'm just saying, like, you can't formulate a EP.
No,
that's
no,
another
right.
thing. It's not like
But we're doing the
saying,
flutes.
That's another
I'm
thing.
sure he can,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm trying to say. In his mindset, he been with Erykah Badu too. I think
Yeah.
I think me and him are more artistry aligned
Well,
than a lot of other artists, right? So for me, it was always about the art. I don't give a damn about the business, right? So
Yeah.
if I feel like I'm mentally not where the art is, I'm not gonna make it. It doesn't matter what like anybody tells me. It doesn't matter.
so
You know how many times?
that means saying like you make the art, don't even care if it has value, because the reason why you're
that's-
making art is
because-
to entertain the
Let me
value.
tell you why.
So you don't even care if it has value to people.
I'm saying some artists, including like myself.
just saying,
how
I'm
ma-
asking.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because how many times we have this conversation? Matt Wood, hey, if you want to do something out of this, you will have to do this type of music. And I'm like, bro, that's not what I want to do. Now, granted, there was a time where I was like, I want more fans and more engagement, so I had to make them type of records.
Facts.
Yeah.
Cool. But the most of me is I'm making my art because I love the process and I love my art. Whether you accept it is cool or not. That's
Facts.
where I think Andre is. Andre is at like I'm going to put it
A
out
piece.
for people
Yeah,
to
but my
accept.
thing
But
is-
remember, we're accepting the flute.
No, but
So it's not like we're
Wait, you're not accepting it.
No, but
No, we're accepting it. We just wish that. Remember, we're saying in 20 years you come out with the flute. We're still listening to the flute.
Yeah.
That's memeing galore right now.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
We're still listening to the flute album.
To your point and to everybody's point, but we're still missing it. Sometimes we codify these situations. We just pacify these situations. Listen, you can't be all about the art and have made millions off the backs of people that came to support you.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
No,
you
you can't. No,
Yes, you
I
can.
believe you can. I'm just saying, like,
that's not-
off the interview is where
No
I'm getting
way.
my
Yes,
response.
I
From what he
wholehearted-
said,
yeah,
he
I
was
feel
saying
you.
that. You see what I'm
I
saying?
feel you. I
He
see
was
what
saying
you're
that the
saying. No.
authenticity, and I'm like, bro, how
I
you
need,
have an
I need to
8-minute
make this.
verse?
I need to make this very
I don't
simple.
have no.
I need to
I'm
make
saying
it, hold on.
I'm just saying I disagree with you. As
Yeah.
an artist, I'm saying if you like what I like, in my head, I was never really making it for you. I was just making it.
Yeah,
No,
real
but
talk.
listen,
Yeah,
listen.
I see what
I-
you're
I
saying.
have no obligation as an artist for
I
you.
just want to make this simple.
Yeah.
If it's only about the art, it never leaves your room.
That's not true.
That's not
That
true
is
at
not
all.
true.
That's not true.
Now,
That's not
whoa,
true.
now,
Make it
that's
make sense for
That's
me.
not
Make it
true.
make sense.
No,
I'll
pause.
go-
No,
I'll go
he did a
simpler.
he did a GQ interview.
No.
I'll
He
make
did
it
a
simpler.
GQ
I'll make it
interview and
simpler.
ran promo for it.
I'll make it simpler.
What?
Yeah, you have to. Okay.
Like, what?
Okay, wait. Who did the interview for GQ?
GQ.
No, who was the guy?
Who was it?
I don't know. I'm saying I'm sure he is on salary.
Yeah.
We don't walk me down this alley. I'll do this with you guys. We're not doing this. I can do this with you guys.
No, I'm saying
it's been
I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
It's business.
But my point is, beyond the business. I think a part of the art is sharing
Yeah,
the
you have-
artist culture.
Good call.
Part of
Good
the
call.
art is sharing it with other
Good
people.
call. Good call.
It doesn't matter if I'm making money
That's
off
built
of it.
into
Doesn't
the
matter.
thing.
It's built into the process of making
process
art.
of making art.
Yes, but what
That's
I'm
a good
saying
call.
to
That's
you
a good
is
call. That's a
yes,
good call.
yes.
That's a good call.
What you guys are talking about is ancillary to where we're actually at in real life, though. Maybe there was a time in music and art where you can share amongst each other and it not be monetized, and somebody cannot try to take it, somebody cannot try to flip it.
For sure.
Those times are not around anymore. So if you're sharing it like it now, if there has to be an understanding that if I'm on a social media platform, which is run by ad companies,
Because he did a reel. He did a reel.
just
He didn't do a
give me-
video. He
just
did a
please,
reel.
I don't want to go down this alley, but we're going to go. If I am on a social media platform that I do not own, which is run by ad companies who are spending money to have that thing looked at by you and I, because that's what they're doing. These ad companies are paying these social media platforms like, how much reach can you
For
give me?
sure.
Right.
We know
So,
that. Yeah.
okay, but so does Andre 3000. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Now imagine
That's all
Andre.
I'm saying.
Imagine people come to Andre because Andre's like, I'm putting this out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Word gets around.
Mm-hmm.
We got a platform right now, Stucky Podcast.
That's
we
right.
got money. What do we say? Hey, we need to go get Andre because we want Andre to talk about his album here. Andre's intention may not be, I want to go to these things, right? But okay, you're gonna throw me some money to do it. The mystique of Andre is that we've never seen him. We don't see him a lot. So everybody right now is gonna try to get his press run.
Straight
I
up.
want to hear everything that
Sure.
everybody's saying,
Sure.
right? I get what you're saying as far as like in today's times and stuff like that. I also think from his own perspective, it could just be, I just made art that I'm putting out. Now,
Dave Chappelle walked away.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle walked away.
Yeah,
That's it.
But no.
Dave Chappelle walked
yeah.
away. Dave Chappelle walked. There was $50 million on the table. If it was about the art, walk away. He did it. He showed y'all. And when it's time for you to come back and make it about the business,
he walked away from it was rap. It was rap, not music.
Yes, but also
because he was playing the instruments and doing shit.
I bet it was close to that 50 M's though. Whatever he's walking away from.
Even if it would, to me though, it was still David walked away from a contract. Dave Chappelle walked away from a contract. He didn't walk away from comedy. The entire time, I'm sure he still did comedy.
So did Andre walking the streets of Dallas playing the flute? He's making music.
That's my. But I'm talking even then.
Yeah.
I'm sure Dave did smaller gigs elsewhere, shared it out.
Andre did verses.
That's my point. You don't think he got paid for them?
Of course.
My point is that he never left. That's what I'm trying to say with everything. Is that
That's
he never
right.
left. So to me, even with Dave, the art was the art. He loved the art. He didn't want to be a one way for the art. He wanted to be himself through the art, and the art was going to bring back to him if people loved it or not.
I think he just wanted to make money the way he wanted to make money through the art, and that's okay too. That's all I'm saying.
Because he didn't want to give up his.
Yeah, because there's a certain type of money. Okay, there's a certain type of responsibility that comes with a certain bag. Period. So if you want to make a bag this way, you have to do it this way because that's what the bag persists of. Like this, it's the rules of the bag. Go to YouTube, go to TikTok, go to anything. They'll give you guidelines for the programs that you're in. Period. If you don't hit these numbers or hit this thing, you're not going to be in it. This is normal practice everywhere. So what they're saying is, I want to dictate the money I'm making based off of the type of art I'm putting in because that's the kind of connection I want.
Right.
So, but that's a conscious effort to negotiate the business terms. That's all I'm saying. So if you're going to stick into the industry and still make a record, still do comedy, like, well, you're still kind of floating around, dude. Why can't I get a record?
But we're also talking about when we're trying to equate Dave versus what Dave was doing with a network, signed to a network, right? Versus free agent label? Andre.
Oh, he wasn't no free agent.
Well, you don't think he's been free agent since he's retired?
That might have been one. I don't know the truth, but that might have been a motivation to walk away because what free agency was he under? It wasn't.
You don't think he's been a free agent for? You say he's been gone for 20 plus years, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I would be willing to bet for at least the last 15 he's been a free agent.
What do you
for
mean?
At least he ain't signed nothing.
Yeah. He ain't
for at least
signed
the last 15.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying,
so
what is his music? That's the music that's been out that's making money even right now. Is it tied up under him? Is it?
I was under the impression Andre was just giving out the records. That's why they're just releasing when they release. He just gives them a verse for nothing.
I can imagine that now. I'm saying like the music where he's making money on, like the Hey Ya's and the I'm Afraid, like those types of records. Like
that's a big record right there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like these records are owned by somebody, and is it Andre and them? I don't think so.
I tell you who don't own it, Jada. Jada, she basically say that that if you're boy or female or guy, woman or male, that you should have friends of the opposite sex. You know what I mean? So to make this simple, Stucky sounded that was kind of whatever.
Platonic friendship.
Yeah. Basically, if I'm a guy, I'm a guy. And
oh my God.
I'm supposed to have a friend that's a girl, even if I'm married or in a relationship, whatever the case may be. I'm supposed to have a home girl. Do y'all think it's stuck and stupid for those comments, guys?
Man, if Jada said it is stuck and stupid.
Nah, I don't. Normally I'm on the keep me out of the group chat. Yeah. This is something I can get along because this don't have to do nothing but her and Will. This is just her own thoughts, which I can get behind. I 100% believe that you should have friendships with other sexes and genders. I also think that you should have friendships of other races and cultures. If all of your friends, if you black and all your friends is black, I'm not saying it's not great. That's fantastic. I also think that you are minimizing yourself and your opportunities.
Agreed.
So 100%. We can't learn. How many times we watch podcasts and we like, or at least me, I see them on TikTok and everything else. It's men talking about women and women talking about men.
God, that's the worst.
It's women who don't have friends who are men, and it's men who don't have friends that are women.
So even in depth, they can have their own funnel of texting. They can just be like
no, we're not. So the
there's still boundaries.
rules and boundaries are different.
Okay, there we go.
What that is.
But but we have to know. That's what I'm. But when people are saying friend, that's friends. When you're friends, you text.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
But it could be text. It could be. It has to be. You still have to be okay with the boundaries of your partner.
Yeah, I'm just saying. We're just saying there's boundaries to this friendship. So he's just saying.
Yeah, but every friendship has boundaries. Yeah. I still believe that you should have friends of of other genders and sexes, and you should have friends of other cultures and ethnic backgrounds. 1,000%. you are minimizing yourself if you do not. I promise you that.
Agreed.
Yeah, I try to, I used to think very strongly against this. And the older I got, the more wiser I got. I think it's important to have to have that influence around you. I do think there's levels though, especially in a marriage situation. I mean, when you're married, that circle just kind of gets really tight, right? Like
Very
extremely tight.
Yeah.
Because just any small influence that has no real gumption on what's going on in your relationship can cause a fracture, right? So it's like you don't want to cause too much of that. And I also don't want to lean on another woman in those moments where I feel like I need a friend to lean on that's not my wife. So there was a moment in times where I used to say, no, it's ridiculous. Why would you have a friend that's like, no. But as long as, again, you create boundaries with your partner and you tell your partner what makes you uncomfortable and you all agree to those things.
100%.
And everybody's on the up and up. No secrets. I can't see why there's a real problem with that. Again, do what you do, but I mean, I don't know. I see where Jada's coming from, but I mean, I'll be feeling like she has them intentions just so wrapped up in so many different things.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to really,
Well, there's people who are single or who
Yeah.
have no intentions to be in a relationship.
Yeah, that's true.
So do we not want them to have friends of the opposite sex? Like, it's just, to me, it's silly. There's a lot to learn from being around different people. And there's a lot of how you can grow. And I feel like you stifle your growth if you only stay around the same people and even the same type of people.
Yep.
It's the echo chambers, right? We see it on Facebook all the time. There's a couple people on Facebook I muted during certain times or just defriended them because I would just comment, you in that echo chamber. You in that echo chamber. Everything you seeing is validating what you think.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not getting no kind of other information.
Yep.
No,
Confirmation bias, right?
Your
there.
algorithm is locked.
But how y'all feel?
I mean, I 100% agree. Like I think it's important. The statement "should" is up for debate, but like I do believe that it is important for you to have friendships of all races, ethnic backgrounds, genders, you name it, because you will forever be learning something new. You'll forever have different points of view. Like the positive challenges in life come from those type of people.
100%.
Like you just can't get away from those things if you have that type of circle.
Yeah.
And I mean, it doesn't matter where, doesn't matter who, doesn't matter how.
Different
but
walks
if
of
you are,
life.
like you said, if you are locked into a specific friend group, to a specific gender, and you're only getting this side of the story, this echo chamber, it makes interactions with you impossible. It makes conversations with you impossible. And it makes like just basic communication impossible. Like marriages and relationships, not my wheelhouse, right? According to y'all, stay in your lane or stay in your what's the word? Territory, right? So my territory is I'm always the single one in the group of my married friends and married people. So I do feel like I have a right to talk into some married territory, right? I don't think I have the right to control that and own that, but I do feel I have a right to talk into that married territory.
Yeah.
So I say, live it up. Enjoy the friendships that you make. Have that line of communication with your partner, whoever that is, so that you know where the boundaries go in that communication. Be open. Don't try to hide it. That when you hide those interactions, that's what makes the flaws in the relationship come to light.
Yeah, I mean, for me, as long as there's boundaries, I mean, like when I speak to people, I always think like, for me, it's always people watching.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's a million people out there. I know there's some people like me. I immediately, when I hear something, I go in depth. I start like, what is friend? Boom. This is the you know what I mean? So again, I mean, as long as there's boundaries, you got to have boundaries. I don't care who you're friends with.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I mean, what do they want to do? Hang out, go to a restaurant? What y'all wanted to go travel? Hey, you want to get on play first class?
Yeah, what can it be?
So let's go. I mean, so I'm real big into just locking in on family, because when you have kids and stuff, bro, it's not what time I got.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I really don't. I don't even know how to process
goodness, Lord.
time. Like I'm locked in like my job. If I'm locked in my job, my extracurricular activities, and I have a kid, those are my friends.
I promise you, what you
Like,
see
at
too
that
is
moment,
when people that have kids, they'll echo that right there, because what happens is the same thing happens to them, and they look up and they go, "Where happened to all my friends?"
That's why I'm glad you had that friends.
But I tell people this all the time, and I hope that and I know this, I don't have a kid, and I'm praying for one, and I don't have a kid now, so of course everything that I say now is off of my own framework, and everybody who has kids will "Oh, you'll feel different," and I know I will feel different, but I think a part of life in general, when you really get into it, Jeremy used to sing this solo for a song. He said it takes a whole village to raise one child, right? But it takes a village to do anything in your life. So any relationship takes commitment and work. So even if you have families, which is always why we say, what about my house? Everybody has kids. When they're taking the kids come over, we always say what?
Oh, your kids are always
kids are always welcome, because I never want your kids to be the deciding factor of why you can't come to me.
No.
And the same for me when I have children. These relationships are important. Our friendships are important to be able to even make it through a successful life. So our kids can't be the barrier to that either. And I want to model to my children that they will have to do the same thing. They'll have to commit to those friendships. So I hope that that's what people get out of that. But I do know the task and time it takes to even nurture those children. Yeah. So it's hard to find the time. So I just pray that people have the opportunity to find the time. I pray that we get to an economic state to where you can have the opportunity to find the time. I pray that we get to a peaceful state where you have the opportunity to find the time. I just want everybody to have a wonderful support system of family and friends. And when I say family, I'm really talking about your chosen family.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, do you have a monologue to kind of add to that?
Do I have? You want me to go? Oh, man, let me take my invisible glasses off real quick. You know what I'm saying? Listen, my only lesson today, my only monologue today is about the truth should set you free, okay? And that really means being true to yourself. So whether that means trying to figure out if you are truly kind of stuck in situations where you don't have friends outside of your normal set of friends, if it means that you need to venture outside of what you normally know, stay true to yourself. If you love music, you can do 8 different genres if you want to. And if that means you have to stay true to your kids because you have to tell them who their daddy is, you may need to do that. Either way, the truth is going to set you free, so stay true.
If it's up,
It's stuck.
hey.